Hello, welcome to the Graduated Voice Updates. Be ready for the real tea, details to tell. Well, there are some interesting facts right here in regard to how the money that belonged to the Uasin Gishu County parents and students was moved by the officials. Well, from some documents seen by the Nation Group, these people are painted, the officials are painted to be people who did not have the best interest for the Uasin Gishu County parents and students, whereby it is seen that they made withdrawals of 2.4 million Kenya shillings. Mind you, this is money that belonged to the Kenyans for their very own use and not for the purpose of the Uasin Gishu County people. As we get deeper into this, talk to us in the comment section. Tell me, do you think that justice will be served? Do you think that justice will be served? Do you feel that Mandago is guilty or not guilty? Also, like the video, give us that thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it, and you can share us out there, tell someone about this channel, and also subscribe so that you do not miss out on anything happening around you. So turn on the notification, subscribe for more. There have been a series of activities revolving around this particular story, whereby yesterday we saw the Uasin Gishu County Senator Jackson Mandago together with Mesha Kurono, Joshua Kipkemboi Lelei being detained at the Nakuru Central Police Station, while the fourth suspect, Joseph Kipkemboi Maritim, the immediate former chief officer for youth and sports, was said to be out of the country. So mind you, only these three have already been detained, but the extra person is said to be out of the country. Well, the senator presented himself at the Rift Valley Regional DCI headquarters in Nakuru City at around 4:10 p.m. after a court issued a warrant of arrest against the former governor and the former county officials. And so what actually followed after that were hours and hours of interrogation, whereby the three were escorted to the Nakuru Central Police Station at around 6 p.m. and that's where they spent the night. Despite the pictures that they have been shared today, we having people saying, this guy doesn't look as if he spent the night together with his fellow mates. Well, quotations on what the county police commander Samuel Ndanyi stated, quotations, the three will be arraigned on Thursday morning. That is today. We are having them being arraigned. Remember, I'll be right here to inform you on what is actually happening. So make sure that you subscribe for more. As we get to how these documents are linking them to having withdrawn the people's money for their very own use, remember, the four are jointly facing charges for conspiring to steal 1.1 billion Kenya shillings from a KCB account registered under the Uasin Gishu Education Trust Fund. This was meant for the overseas university fees for students under the Uasin Gishu County Overseas Education Program. A crime they are said to have committed on the diverse dates between. This is something that's happened actually a while back, just some years back. That's why we are having other stations calling this the ghost of the Uasin Gishu Finland airlift program have come to haunt the senator. It happened in March 1st, 2021 and September 12, 2021. Well, Joseph Kipkemboi Maritim, Mesha Kurono and Joshua Kipkemboi Lelei each individually withdrew from the Uasin Gishu Overseas Education Trust Fund KCB bank account number 1285922778. The said officers withdrew the amounts in cash, check, and by bank transfer for their personal use. This is according to the DPP, that is the DPP. So I don't know what's your take on this. Does this show already that they are guilty onto something? But the question will still remain, why did they withdraw the people's money? Why would they take the money for their very own use? And the good thing right now is that there are some evidence already stating that they withdrew the money in terms of cash. Others check each of them. Mind you, these were the officials back then when the senator was in charge. We have the Uasin Gishu County Education Revolving Fund and Trustee, Joshua Kipkemboi, and this other guy right there. Let's have a look at how each individual of this team, these officials, benefited from these amounts between June 15th and June 15th, 2021 and September 5th, 2022, we have Meshach Rono, who handled over 15.7 million Kenya shillings through his accounts. That is, he got these funds through check, cash and bank transfer withdrawals, with a further 10.7 million Kenya shillings going towards the students' visa application over the same period. That is for the one guy. This guy, Mr. Rono, made huge cash transactions, some totaling between 1.5 million Kenya shillings, this is in July 2022, and 2.4 million Kenya shillings, that is this year later on. You see, this has been a series of activities which started back then, and now we have it during this year, January 2023. This has happened over the same period. The documents also show that now, aside from Mr. Rono, let's go to Kipkemboi. Kipkemboi handled 8.6 million Kenya shillings and a further 3.73 million Kenya shillings for visa processing. He also withdrew 660,000 Kenya shillings that went towards the embassy travels. Well, the other, for Mr. Rono, we saw that he was also involved in cash withdrawal. And so for Mr. Kimboi, his cash withdrawal, his highest transaction was 1 million in September 2021, which was done via a check. Now we have the other guy, Joshua. I hope you're getting to that point. Please make sure that you like the video. You can also share out there, tell someone about this channel. As you make sure that you subscribe if you've not done that yet. So these documents also indicate that Joshua Kemoi now withdrew 2.096 million Kenya shillings via check and bank transfer. His highest amount was a transfer of 414,000 Kenya shillings that was done in May last year. I hope you've gotten, each and every one of them has done this transaction in terms of millions and millions of Kenya shillings. And mind you, this was money that was meant for the people, although in some cases they were using the money to help them out. The other cases, they took the money for their very own personal use. It actually gets more interesting, whereby the DPP has now recommended that the outrise of the fraud charges that Mr. Kemboi is separately faced with charges of stealing, charges of theft. It is alleged that he stole 660,000 Kenya shillings from the account and forged minutes of the trust with intent to defraud the trust. Now to the head, or let's say the GOAT, the man making all headlines, Mr. Mandago is facing abuse of office charges, whereby he's alleged to have, while being the governor of the county, arbitrarily misrepresented that the county government of Uasin Gishu was offering full scholarships to students to study in Finland and Canada. Yesterday, as the county and national leaders attended the official opening of the devolution conference in Eldoret town, the senator, who was meant to be the host, skipped the event, which was opened by President William Ruto, and instead he spent the better part of Wednesday morning traveling to Nakuru city for grilling over the Finland scholarship saga. Senator Mandago, whom police authorities claimed had gone missing and switched his phone, chauffeured himself from his Eldoret home to Nakuru, where he was grilled for about 2 hours just to get the right information, hopefully that Kenyans will get the answers that they need. as the detectives started all the investigations regarding all these in July, we have had the senator who refuted allegations leveled against him while asking the current governor to take responsibility as the leader of the county. The senator said that when he left office after last year's election, he handed over all the duties and performance of the county and entrusted it to his successor, Governor B. The controversy over the scam has seen affected parents and students issue ultimatums to be refunded their funds and even at some point threatening to disrupt the ongoing devolution conference being held in Eldoret. Last month, the DCI when they started the investigations into the allegations of fraud involving the scholarship, there have been numerous recoveries and discoveries and parents showing up in regard to these matters. So talk to us in the comment section. Tell me what is your take in regard to all these, the analysis, and what is actually happening. What is your expectation when it comes to justice being served for the people of Uasin Gishu County? Do you feel that Mandago is guilty, or is just the officials who are going to pay for this case? Remember, if it's happening, I know all about it, and if I know all about it, I will tell you all about it. So make sure that you like the video, share it out there, tell someone about this channel. You can comment it down below and subscribe for more.